So now we'll move ahead with our last presentation by Mr. Vamsi Krishna, IIT Hyderabad. So his talk would be on engineering creativity, life beyond academics. So being an IIT Bombay alumni itself, we can ask how his journey from being an IIT Bombay alumni to screenwriter, director, river model.
Before, you connect it. Until you connect, don't waste time. It's very surprising, now his guide is not coming to introduce. So, Vamsi is part of this institute. 2015 passed out, and his supervisor is Professor Jangareddy, took class with us. So we always used to say, select a job which gives you happiness, right? It is what gives you satisfaction, right? It's totally important. But you all people will realize only at the end of the work you carried out. You have a lot of money, there is no peace of mind, right? So to get the peace of mind, you have to enter into some other systems which are associated with others. Vamsi is totally different. He is now film director, story writer, and he has Ithikas. He is interested in Ithikas. That's why he is company name is Ithikas. Already 2-3 movies are over. You can expect one more movie shortly. Whenever I see a movie, I just call him and say, interacted a lot. I used to listen to you whenever I see a film. So welcome, Vamsi. All the best. It's very nice to interact with the board. We are maturing. We are sending a raw material out of this campus after 10-15 years. We see their growth. It gives us sense. Right? All the best. Thank you. And his spouse is here. She is helping a lot. Malvika.
Thank you, JP sir, for a very warm and sweet introduction. My presentation is going to be a little unconventional. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, professors, delegates, students, and scientists. So today I'm going to talk about my journey, where I was exploring my journey from river modeling to reels, and how I transitioned from being a water resources engineer to a filmmaker. So this is going to be like a informal, normal presentation. So let's get to it. So this was a picture of a batch from 2013 to 15. So the same classrooms we roamed, and this is the conference room we spent giving a lot of presentations. So coming back, so this, I'm actually a kind of a little overwhelmed to talk about all of this, but it's been 10 years since I'm out of college, and here I never thought, when I come back here, that I'll be coming back to give a presentation on anything other than the water resources equations. But here I am talking about river modeling, I am talking about cinema, I am trying to talk about entrepreneurship. Correct me if I have, if there are any mistakes, these are purely my learnings. So, I've been a storyteller right from my childhood. Even my supervisor Jangareddy sir used to tell me during the annual review meetings that every Thursday you're coming and telling me stories and going, and you're not. But it has started from there. And I worked as an MTech representative when I was here. Then there were a lot of learnings with respect to not just the academics, not just the technical topics that we go through, but a lot about how to manage things. As an MTech representative, my role was mostly giving orientations to juniors and conducting some departmental activities, which tells you a lot about what management is. The environment of IIT Bombay is in such a way, and the engineering mindset that we have, it defines a lot of things. I would like to talk about my career transition. So right after my water resources engineering PG, I joined as a river modeler in a company called Arcadis, and from there I moved to another company called ACOM. As a river modeler in the industry, the kind of work that we used to do is simulate the river environment and see, how the floods are affecting, and how the catchment area is being affected. But from there, I know I've been enjoying my river modeling job, but I realized that I was not continuously enjoying the process because I was not connecting with people. I was not telling stories. So I took a major pivot. I wanted to go to cinema and write. So everybody, all my colleagues, all my friends, they've told me, have you gone mad? 2 years of MATLAB and 3 years of flood, now modular and 2-floor. Now you want to take a pen and write dialogues and screenplays. But the desire was strong. That is one thing I really want to tell today, that if you have the love of doing something and if you don't mind looking crazy along the way, I think it can be done and it can be achieved. So then I focused on screenwriting and storytelling from that moment, where I left all my academic background behind and ventured into creatives. Then I gained technical knowledge in engineering, and then I also developed narrative skills in the film industry. All my friends thought, like I said, they thought I was crazy, and the analytical skills that were used for modeling and simulations and creative skills for dialogue and screenplay writing are completely contrasting. But from there, I took a pivot 7 years ago. Then I got into the cinematic journey, because cinema offers a lot of exploration of life, philosophy, history, and more. So these are some of the projects I've written for as a writer. I worked in Telugu cinema, I worked in Kannada cinema, I worked for platforms like Hotstar, where I was doing dialogue writing, I was doing songwriting, I was writing screenplays and whatnot. I wrote, rewrote, and I kept on going with it. Then this is some coverage in press and media. So after working as a writer for a very long time, again something was missing. Whatever I've been writing is not reaching the potential it is supposed to reach, because I have some vision in my head and something else is being executed. So then I got into direction. This is a film, web film called Life is a Game. It is a philosophical exploration of surrender and control, where life, I think it's truly is a game, and every choice that we take and every decision that we take makes the difference. And it's an absurd comedy in which I've been exploring this angle in a game-like environment. This will be releasing soon. The India House is going to be my directorial debut on the silver screen. It is a very special film for me, and we already started shooting this film. We shot around 30% till now, and it is being produced by, if you have watched RRR, Ramcharan sir is one of the presenters for this project, and Mr. Abhishek Agarwal and Vikram Reddy are producing this film, and it is starring Nikhil Siddhartha. Most of you might have watched Kartikeya too. He's a Telugu superstar, and he's playing the lead. Anupam Kher ji is playing a very important role. And it's a pan-Indian film. It's going to release in all the Indian languages, Telugu and Hindi primarily. I would love for all of you to watch and leave me a mail about what you think about it. So as I was shooting for India House in Hampi, what Jyoti Prakash sir told me in the classroom has come to my mind. He used to talk about not just about the technical understanding of things, but the greatness of this culture and how water resources planning was happening during the ancient Indian times. And because India House is set in 1905 period, I was looking for locations where the authenticity of that period is still intact. And Hampi is one of the places I found that. And when we see the temple tanks there, or the step wells that are existing, the practices are extremely advanced. We sometimes discard the traditional sciences being very traditional, but there is a lot of understanding and there is a lot of thought that has gone into all of these things. So I also heard about Indian Knowledge System division of Ministry of Education, where they're concentrating on regenerating and mainstreaming the Indian sciences. I really appreciate that, and I'm finding more and more inspiration as I go on trying to do what I'm trying to do with cinema. Now let me take you to the fun part of it. I never thought, when I was doing my master's, my thesis was on optimal operation of multi-purpose multi-reservoir systems. We worked on a lot of machine learning algorithms. I never thought, after taking a pivot into the cinema industry, I never thought we'd be able to apply those techniques. But right now, we are at a very interesting stage where we are able to process large language models for text and audio processing. So previously, if we have to dub a film into multiple languages, we had to do a lot of, there used to be a lot of distance in the middle, but now with this, we are able to process large amounts of text, large amounts of audio, and to organize things in film industry where things are extremely chaotic. You know, AI is playing a very interesting role, and also there is something very interesting that I've been doing, which is I've been trying to build an app for Ayurveda since a very long time, but now with the help of APIs that are existing, I was able to do something. So the revelation is, when technology meets creativity, sky is the limit. No matter whatever the field that you're trying to explore, like how JP sir was telling in the beginning of this talk, that if you do the work that makes you feel happy, truly, then that's the work that we should chase our life with. So then this is another thing. This is about my entrepreneurship journey. So when I was leaving my job from the corporate, one of the senior engineers named Madhavan Dureraj, he told me one very interesting thing. He said, you might be leaving the technical industry, but the moment, wherever you go, whichever industry you go, don't let the engineer in you die. Being an engineer, your mind is trained to think critically and to solve problems. So with that, after entering the cinema industry, I've struggled for some years, trying to find network, trying to find ground, trying to do the work in the best way possible. So I've co-founded a company called Itihasa Collective. It's a writer studio. We have a community of writers from across the country where the networking opportunities will be available for them, and we were against the exploitation of writers in the industry. So now it's a strong community, but coming to entrepreneurship journey, it's again, it's like going back to the thesis submission of IIT Bombay again, where you have to, you will have sleepless nights, and you might be worried that everything might crash at any moment of time. But one thing I want to tell is, as long as if we have the love for it, we'll find the energy to persevere. And I think it's okay to fail. It's okay if we are not able to be the best in everything that we do, but all we can try to do is we can be authentic in what we are doing. Then rather than chasing success, if we can chase compassion, creativity, and consciousness, I think everything else will make better sense. All I want to tell to everybody sitting here today is, no matter who you are, no matter whatever is your desire, if you love what you're doing and if you enjoy the process of what you're doing, I think you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. No matter if you want to write poetry, I think you should go ahead and write it. If you want to write stories, go ahead and write. If you want to start a startup, go ahead. And if you want to make a movie, yes, go ahead. I mean, it all comes with its own journey, but as long as you love and enjoy what you're doing, this is one message that I want to put across. And not be afraid to fail. And I'm telling that to myself as I'm telling you. So you can be an engineer, you can be a creator, you can be an entrepreneur, you can be anything you want to be. Like the title of my web film, I truly believe life is a game. And the key to success is authenticity and creativity. Whether you're a filmmaker or an engineer, I think the key is to play life with love and humor. I have to really show my gratitude for IIT Bombay for the lasting impact it had on me and the courage it gave me. You know, the moment you go out into the industry, again you have to start from the scratch. But the moment people know that you are from a certain institute, the way they look at you is different. They would at least want to talk to you and understand what you're trying to communicate. Also, the environment and the guidance of my professors, it has changed everything for me, and I am here to show my deep sense of gratitude and love for the institute and my professors. So yes, remember, life is a game. Play it well and cherish every moment. Thank you, Grow, for inviting me here. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Vasudev, Professor Eldo sir, Professor Jangareddy sir.
Yeah. So, this is on time. So, normally we are all technologists, right? People used to say technology is application of engineering. Engineering is application of science. Science is application of art. What is art? Art is ability to understand, right? Ability to understand, that is called art. He has an art of writing papers. He has an art of writing books, even though it's not in academics. Art is ability to understand. Then what is the ability? How to improve your ability? Ability can be improved through curiosity. Right? Ability of understanding comes through curiosity.